Unveiling the unknown. What is a research gap? Imagine a vast library filled with books on every topic imaginable. Now imagine that some shelves are bare, missing crucial information on specific subjects. These missing pieces represent research gaps, areas in existing knowledge where further investigation is needed. In academic research, a research gap is an unanswered question, an unexplored area, or a missing piece of the puzzle. It's the space between what we know and what we need to know. Identifying and addressing these gaps is the lifeblood of academic progress. By venturing into the unknown, researchers contribute new insights, challenge existing theories, and pave the way for groundbreaking discoveries. Without research gaps, our understanding of the world would stagnate. Like detectives searching for clues, researchers seek out these gaps, eager to unravel the mysteries that lie hidden within. A gap for every question. Types of research gaps. Research gaps are not one-size-fits-all. They come in various forms, each representing a different avenue for exploration. Evidence gaps. Imagine two scientists conducting the same experiment but getting completely different results. This discrepancy highlights an evidence gap. Further research is needed to reconcile the conflicting findings and determine the true nature of the phenomenon. Knowledge gaps. Sometimes we encounter a topic that remains entirely unexplored. This is a knowledge gap, a blank slate waiting for a curious mind to fill it. For instance, the discovery of a new plant species might open up a whole new area of research in botany. Methodological gaps. Imagine trying to study ancient civilizations using only modern tools. The limitations of using outdated methods create a methodological gap. Researchers can address this by developing new techniques or adapting existing ones to suit the specific research question. Population gaps. Most research focuses on specific groups of people. However, what about the underrepresented populations? A population gap exists when research fails to include diverse groups, limiting the generalizability of findings. Theoretical gaps. Theories are like maps that guide our understanding, but sometimes existing theories cannot fully explain a phenomenon. This signals a theoretical gap, prompting researchers to refine existing theories or develop entirely new ones. Geographical gaps. Imagine a rare plant species found only in a remote rainforest. The lack of research in that specific location represents a geographical gap. Temporal gaps. Time marches on, and so does knowledge. Temporal gaps emerge when research fails to keep pace with changing circumstances or new discoveries. Replicating old experiments with modern technology can reveal new insights and bridge these temporal gaps. Why bother? The impact of identifying research gaps. Why are research gaps so important? Because they hold the key to unlocking new knowledge and advancing our understanding of the world. Advancement of knowledge. Each research gap filled is a step forward in our collective knowledge. By addressing these gaps, researchers push the boundaries of their fields and open doors to new discoveries. Original contribution. In the world of academia, originality is paramount. Identifying a research gap ensures that your work is not simply repeating what has already been done. It allows you to make a unique and valuable contribution to your field. Increased impact. Research that addresses a significant research gap is more likely to be published in high-impact journals and cited by other researchers. This recognition amplifies the reach and influence of your work. Funding opportunities. Funding agencies are constantly seeking research that pushes boundaries and addresses critical knowledge gaps. A well-defined research gap can make your grant proposal stand out from the crowd. Relevance and significance. By focusing on a research gap, you ensure that your work is relevant and addresses a real need in the field. This sense of purpose and significance can be incredibly motivating for researchers. A researcher's treasure map. Finding those elusive gaps. Finding a research gap is like searching for buried treasure. It requires careful planning, a keen eye for detail, and a spirit of adventure. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you navigate the terrain. 1. Thorough literature review. Your journey begins with a deep dive into the existing literature. Read widely and critically, taking note of what is known, what is debated, and most importantly, what remains unexplored. 1. Critical reading. Don't just skim through the text, engage with it actively. Question assumptions, identify limitations in previous studies, and look for contradictions or inconsistencies in the findings. 1. Focus on future research sections. Many research papers conclude with a section dedicated to suggesting avenues for future research. Pay close attention to these sections, as they often highlight specific research gaps identified by the authors. 1. Consult with experts. Don't be afraid to reach out to experts in your field. Discuss your research interests, seek their insights, and ask for their perspectives on potential research gaps. 1. Attend conferences and webinars. Conferences and webinars are excellent opportunities to stay abreast of the latest research trends, identify emerging areas of interest, and network with other researchers who might share your passion for exploring the unknown. 1. Analyze research methodologies. Take a critical look at the methodologies used in previous studies. Are there limitations or weaknesses in the design? Could new technologies or approaches provide more robust or nuanced findings? 1. Identify contradictions and inconsistencies. Look for discrepancies or conflicting results between different studies. These inconsistencies often point to underlying research gaps that need further investigation. 1. Consider interdisciplinary approaches. Some of the most exciting research emerges at the intersection of different disciplines. Explore how your research interests might connect with other fields to uncover novel research questions and perspectives. Now that we've gathered all the data, it's time to dive into evaluating our findings. This step is crucial because it helps us understand the implications of our research and how it contributes to the broader field of study. First, we need to organize the data in a meaningful way. This could involve sorting it into categories, identifying patterns, or even creating visual representations like charts and graphs. Next, we analyze the data. This means looking for trends, correlations, and any anomalies that might stand out. It's important to be thorough and unbiased in this process to ensure our conclusions are valid. Finally, we interpret the results. What do these findings mean in the context of our research questions? How do they compare to previous studies? And what new questions do they raise? Remember, evaluating your findings is not just about crunching numbers. It's about telling a story with your data, one that adds value to the existing body of knowledge and paves the way for future research. So take your time with this step. Be meticulous, be curious, and most importantly, be open to what the data is telling you. Let's dive into some real-world examples that illustrate the power of research. From groundbreaking medical discoveries to innovative technological advancements, research has transformed our world in countless ways. Consider the development of vaccines, which have saved millions of lives, or the rise of renewable energy sources, which are helping to combat climate change. These achievements are a testament to the importance of rigorous, dedicated research. Now, let's talk about your role in advancing knowledge. Whether you are a student, a professional, or simply a curious mind, you have the potential to contribute to the ever-expanding pool of human understanding. By asking questions, seeking out information, and challenging existing paradigms, you can play a vital part in the ongoing quest for knowledge. Remember, every great discovery started with a single question. For those of you aspiring to become researchers, here are a few practical tips. First, always stay curious and open-minded. The best research often comes from unexpected places. Second, develop a strong foundation in your chosen field by reading extensively and staying updated with the latest developments. Third, don't be afraid to collaborate with others. Research is often a team effort, and diverse perspectives can lead to richer insights. Lastly, be persistent. Research can be challenging, but perseverance is key to overcoming obstacles and achieving success. Finally, a call to action. We encourage you to take the next step in your journey as a researcher. Whether it's starting a new project, joining a study group, or simply dedicating more time to reading and learning, every effort counts. The world needs inquisitive minds like yours to push the boundaries of what we know and to help solve the pressing challenges of our time. So, go forth and make your mark on the world of research. Your contributions could change the world.